I'm 680 News Senior Business Editor Mike Eppel. Apple is a trillion-dollar company again. The company's stock price rose dramatically today to a 6-month high as Apple reported quarterly earnings, which were above forecast. Even though the company's latest sales results for the iPhone showed a slump over a year-over-year comparable, they still sold $31 billion worth of smartphones in the latest quarter. And that was more than offset by the growth in the company's services business, things like Apple Music and iTunes. And the wearables, things like AirPods and Apple Watches, well, that's a fast-growing segment for the company, too. So it's all about diversification. Investors applauded it. That plus Apple raising its dividend by 5%, announcing a $75 billion stock buyback, and they've still got $225 billion of cash in the bank. Share price up more than 5% today, north of $1 trillion in market valuation. Loblaw raising its dividend to shareholders by a couple of pennies per quarter. The grocery store retail chain reporting lower earnings on a comparable basis year over year to below $200 million in profit. That included some one-time charges. At the same time, though, the same-store sales growth, that key metric for the retail segment, is showing Loblaw's mainline brand seeing 2% growth year over year for sales, and Shoppers Drug Mart, now under the Loblaw Group of Companies banner, Shoppers up by 2.2% year over year. If you are in the market for an electric vehicle, there are new incentives coming from the federal government as of today. The spring budget introduced an up to $5,000 rebate for electric vehicles. The catch, that car has to be at a price point below $45,000 at a base price. Well, Tesla Canada has actually adjusted its price for the Model 3, very popular in that EV segment, to just shy of $45,000, so it'll be eligible for a $5,000 give back from the feds, as they're looking to offset some of the provinces, including Ontario, that did away with the electric vehicle incentive programs. And the price for oil slumping for a fourth time in 5 trading sessions today. We'll track the price of the pumps over the course of the remainder of this week as oil fell about 1% and is below $64 a barrel as U.S. oil inventory spiked dramatically by more than 10 million barrels. So maybe that supply-demand balance tipping back to the supply side. From the 680 newsroom, I'm Mike Eppel for City News.